will defeat you.
I presume he is called the Great Chai. Either that or he's sponsored by Starbucks.
Oh, nice.
So, they call me Double Froth. Yeah,
Mocha
yeah,
double
yeah, yeah,
latte.
yeah.
Mocha double latte. Oh, by the way, we're getting Edge Runner season 2.
I am very excited and also very curious about where they could go with it. Considering the story
Yeah.
had a pretty fucking beautiful ending in the first season, so I'm not sure where you could go next after that.
The whole thing was what they said in the trailer. David is dead, but
Yeah.
Night City lives on. So I think it's just
Oh, okay, so it's new story, new characters basically, same locale.
a whole new characters. You can get attached to, and hopefully your arm won't get ripped, your heart won't get ripped out.
Oh, it absolutely will. Let's be fair here. Like, yeah, we're gonna have to learn to hurt again.
Yeah, like I just rewatched it. I just rewatched over the last few days. Like I know what's gonna happen. Still, when that song plays,
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
gone.
song. It's
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 like,
that
oh
fucking
no.
song that just gets you. Like, it's absolute bastard. It is.
Oh man. And it's literally it's fun thing because I have Netflix on my PS5. I have
Yeah,
Cyberpunk on my PS5. Anytime I hear that song, it's like right, go into the game, play the
yeah.
song, and literally go
Cry.
to Adam Smasher and like two level 3.0s on a tier 5 plus shotgun. Come in, Adam Smasher.
Just go for revenge. I don't even know what I need, but I just want revenge.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Did he
Yeah.
jump on
So
you?
yeah, he did. Yeah, like he is fast. So even the trick now of trying to disengage and recover health doesn't really work here. It doesn't. It doesn't. Like you have to be very careful that you don't like end up like in the boundary walls like I did there. So here's me now trying to get to the other side of the level now to try and recoup some health. But like I said, he doesn't give you as much breathing room as say the wrestler did earlier on. Because like I said, he is spindly and he's grease lightning he's got.
Well. Hey, quick question: are you
Yeah,
on Netflix?
I am. Yes.
Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters yet?
No, I have not.
Hmm. I'm not sure if it would be your thing, but we've seen it a few times and it is there are good few banging songs in it.
Hmm. Fair enough. Yeah, K-pop is one of those things where like it like I've heard you kind of hear snippets of it and it's like, oh, that sounds really fucking cool. And then it's just like they realize, oh wow,
Yeah.
their fan bases are feral. Like this is so unhealthy. I feel bad for them. Like it's like I actually in a
True,
weird way like
true.
the music shouldn't suffer for the fan bases, but in my case it absolutely does. Oh, suplexo!
He just got suplexed, and is that
He
it?
did.
It's over.
What are you
He's
doing
going to
here? Where's
WrestleMania or Wrestle
Yeah,
Kingdom.
he's doing it again. By God.
Some is saying
Oh
to
my
see on a ship bound for Hong Kong. So, Landy's already
Apparently
left
so.
Hong Kong.
Did he just die?
Uh, It's kind of hard to say, to be honest.
I am Iwaku Saki. You killed my
Look at
father.
my fancy
Did I have to
coat.
die?
I have the fanciest coat. No one can deny my fancy coat.
That'd be more like a waistcoat, and it's a
Hmm.
okay waistcoat, but when it comes to waistcoats, we've
Hmm.
seen better.
We have. That's true. Although, in fairness, if you're gonna go fancy, that's fucking fancy.
This opulence. Cube Celine Dion.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the kipper!
He's back, baby. Yes, there was a sting in the tail, Casey. There was a he hit the comeback button, and here he is again.
That was not cool.
No,
That
it was a
is
bit cool. Let's be honest.
Chucky. Oh, he does. Go. Okay. Jesus, he's fucking PTA. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like, it's like with some of those sequences, you can get away with one fail, but we're in the game now. You have to be absolutely fucking perfect.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. And here's why.
Jesus. Oh.
Yeah. And of course, that means he's dissolved.
It's my fault. Don't worry. This injury will heal soon. Go.
Yeah, the dad's alive.
Yeah.
Guizan.
Don't worry about my son. At the moment, I don't know where Zhu Yuanda is. Instead, I will introduce you to someone I know.
You know, for someone who is like basically a contraband smuggler, he has such a happy little face, doesn't he?
One of Hong Kong's
He does, yeah.
You know,
Happy
he just seems like a
grandpa.
nice old man. It's just a shame that he's a criminal.
Yep. Well, he was. Relax, he's better than you. Much better.
I hope you recover well, Gary Yoke. I mean, Gui Zhang.
Karaoke.
And so,
I'm
Rio
better than
moves on to
you.
his next adventure in the second game. Yes, you have to wait an entire fucking 3 years to see what happens next in Shenmue 2.
Wait, hold on. It's just not Shenmue 3.
No, this is Shenmue 1.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, this is the original Shenmue from like 1998. Well, 96 initially, but they did the translation a year or two later.
Nozomi.
So remember that day, that night where we just kind of went, we couldn't sleep and we went out for a little wander? This is what happened during that little wander.
Funny.
Yay.
Funny?
See, I was just making a wish for you, and you suddenly appeared.
Like Joe Hendry.
A wish for me?
You are going to Hong Kong, aren't you?
I believe in Joe Henry.
I finally made Fukusan tell me. You've been so preoccupied lately.
Is that so?
You've been so preoccupied lately that you forget that I'm your girlfriend. You're a what?
Well enough to know I can. Here.
Hey, what now?
Sorry, you're a woman?
I'm hoping we'll be safe. At least that's
What the
I
hell's he giving us?
wishing
Toast?
I
It's
knew
a
what to do.
it's a token. It's like a kind of like a good luck
So
token.
glad I was able to give it to you.
Sweet.
I've been so busy lately. Getting ready to return to Canada.
Oh yeah, you're leaving for Canada soon.
Again,
Canada.
Well,
again, these two are meant to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're leaving soon. Okay, bye.
okay.
I gotta get home. Oh, be careful. Okay. Wow.
We're both leaving Japan. I wish we had more time.
You know, Rio, it actually genuinely wouldn't kill you if you emoted. If you showed some sort of reciprocation. Tell her you love
Ac-
her.
Actually, as it might, because the frame rate might just blow up.
Yeah, the technology was so bad at the time they couldn't have two people crying at the same time, or else the graphics would fall over.
Or showing emotion, like everyone else is showing emotion, or the MC.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
choice.
But anyway, we're off on the ship. This is us. All the hard work under the docks.
Do you hear that, Jonathan?
Huh?
Celine Dion is warming up.
Oh, is she? Oh, great. Wait a second. That's a bad thing. He's not allowed on cruise liners for that exact reason.
She's probably not. Because of that reason.
Because of that reason,
It's like someone sees her, she's like,
you go on a 80-day like around the world cruise liner. It's like, oh yeah, no, we have a few celebrities on. Oh really? Who? Yeah, it's the girl, the one who sung from the Titanic. Oh shit! Oh shit!
and the song would be playing non-stop almost in every room.
Yeah.
But
To be
like
fair,
it'd be a thing where
yeah.
it'd be playing in one end of the ship, right?
Hmm.
And I think she's like, fuck this, I'm going to the other end of the ship. So by the time that side A stops playing it, side B is already starting.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
as well as ensure his will is realized. Perhaps he will achieve the balance that will mark him a man of courage. The path he must traverse is fraught with adversity and filled with expectations. I await whilst praying for the realization of this destiny predetermined since ancient times. A pitch-black night unfolds, with morning star as its only light. And thus, the saga begins.
There you have it. Apparently it's our destiny to kick the shit out of people in Hong Kong. That's slightly reassuring. And here's this random girl we've been seeing throughout the game in our dreams, and we have no idea who she is. And again, if you were playing this originally, you don't get to find out until the fucking sequel. Fuck you, video gamers. That's what you call leaving plot threads for later.
yep. But actually having the plan to see them through rather than
Yeah. It is a kind of a ballsy thing to outright say, oh yeah, we're gonna stretch out our it's a vote of confidence in themselves to say, yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this plot and we're gonna stretch it over 3 games instead of just the one. Because clearly you're gonna be hooked so well that you're gonna want to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's a ballsy move.
That's very fun as well, and it's
Yeah.
a gamble because if the first game flops, like games 2 and 3 might say might get pulled, and it's always going to be a what could have been story.
See, that's a fascinating thing actually, because by all accounts, Shenmue is a flop. Like it has not sold well. And again, it's a combination of the fact that it cost a lot of money to make. Like I'm even looking here, the production was roughly somewhere in the region of about $50 to $70 million.
Jesus.
And that's including the marketing and all that sort of stuff. So like this is like we played a game on the channel years ago called Phantasmagoria. It's one of the games made by Sierra, and at that point that Phantasmagoria was made, it was the most expensive game because it was full motion video. It was all done through a blue screen, actual actors, all that sort of stuff. It looks ridiculous now. Like it looks so low budget and it looks so shite by comparison. It doesn't look like it should be. They shouldn't be any expensive anywhere. But again, it's those jumps in technology from here to there, But like Shenmue in and of itself, like the game itself, like is considered a cult classic. It's one of those ones where like one person might have heard about this game and they played it, and then other 9 people think they're crazy, you know. Um,
And then another person plays and says, "Oh no, it's good." It has, and word spreads that way.
mm. But that's a curious thing. Like it's one of those ones where like, um, it just was it was how did I think a lot of people would consider this game to be a flop commercially, but its actual influence in video games, I think, is actually more important. It's one of those kind of weird philosophical things where, like, can you consider it a game to be successful if it's lessons that you learn in making this kind of game has more of an influence on people than anything else. Like it's because like again, I think I mentioned earlier in the video, like this has been voted the most influential game, video game ever made. And it sounds insane to say that now when you see there's so many other like game changing kind of entries out there. Like people would have said like Grand Theft Auto, would have said like, you know, something along those lines. But realistically, this is like
but
yeah,
all
this is
them
the
came
first
from
step.
this game. Yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
this is the first time someone's actually actively tried to make a 3D living open world where you have to go and talk to people, advance the plot that way, develop relationships, do things. Like you're literally living, you're role playing this guy's life for a couple of weeks, and that's like it's such a gamble. If you're to quantify it now, this game would never be made nowadays because it's way too much of a gamble. Like, you would not throw this amount of money at a game that's just a life simulator. You know, you'd have to have a proof that there's a market there,
You,
you know?
you think you would, but you could, but it would be a case of the plot would probably be taken away from it, which is the whole thing of no. Let's just make a life simulator game and leave it at that, rather than
Yeah,
having the life simulator be a part of it. You know that way.
yeah, that's a fair point. Like, I think the certainty game would be a lot different if there were, like again, this is also kind of it helps when you have, this would have been the era when it was, like, a lead designer outright deciding, I want this to be the game I want made, type of thing.
Yeah,
I get this fella's name here now. Yu Suzuki
yeah,
is the creator of the Shenmue series, and like very much this is like his vision to say this is what a video game should be, type of thing. And
yeah,
again, the hilarious thing is the arcade games that we played, he made. Like he literally has just said, like, yeah, these are my arcade games. I'm gonna put them in my own fucking magnum opus. But as even just from the fact that like this is like he, it's hard to have the kind of vision like back then to go like, here's what a video game can be. And then when you try and scale it up to what it's like nowadays, you know, the Shenmue is the kind of like the missing link in a sense. It's like this is what
yeah,
like this is the little bit of evolution you needed to do to get to the point of a Grand Theft Auto or an Assassin's Creed or any other games you want to kind of like, you know, take your pick at. And again, every genre kind of like found this other way around there. You know, like it's because of, say, like, you know, like I'm thinking like what, like a kind of a sports game. You know, you started off as Sensible Soccer, but FIFA Soccer was the first time someone tried it in 3D, for example, and that game was probably terrible. But then it led on to bigger and better things, you know. So
yeah.
it's a curious one. It's definitely one of those like it kind of just causes a debate because on one hand, I enjoyed playing it. I found it like there was something really, really like wholesome about it. Like there's something quite wonderful about the game. But like there's also the part of my brain that's going like this could have been an email type of video game, you know, kind of way. Like
Yeah,
the plot doesn't have to be stretched out this long. Like you could get the whole trilogy in one game, but that defeats the purpose. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
this is meant
that's
to be a
fair.
game that breeds and takes life and goes long and, you know, takes days. It does realistically take days to do something like this in real life. So they were very accurate to that in a sense.
But the other thing as well, like if you put all three into one game, you probably wouldn't get the game at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there
Yeah, it
there
would
were
blow
too
its
many
load way
things.
too quickly.
Yeah, too many things had to be like edited down and compacted. Someone would be lost, and
Hmm.
that could start then the spiral of everything. The game is shit now.
Yeah, it feels more contrite then, doesn't it? Like if it doesn't have that kind of that weird that like it's the game lives and dies by its quirks
Yeah,
is the way I'd kind of describe it. Like it is such a quirky game. It's not something that you can adequately say uh it would belong in its own category had there not been an entire genre that would end up being its kind of
Based
forebears in a
on
sense. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a
Like
fascinating game. Yeah.
it's like what you said earlier. You said what makes a game good? Like, is it a commercial success? And like to, I don't like segregating people, but I have to say for this to make this point, there'd
Yeah.
be people like us who'd be playing the games who would know that this game, despite not being selling not, it has an impact on the games we play today. So we would
Mm.
be kind of drawn to it that way, where someone on the outside wouldn't, that way.
Yeah, look, I remember having this discussion when we finished playing Far Cry. Funny enough, for this series as well. I think it was the previous playthrough. I think it was, or the second last one. And like, my playthrough of the Far Cry was actually quite unpleasant. I didn't really enjoy playing it, Um, but I think the reason was because it was just such a step back from what I'm kind of used to in a sense. Um, where it was like there's so many kind of issues with the AI and the supposed stealth mechanics, and just the overall plot is fucking batshit. But again, it's hard to it's hard to kind of go when you're going back so far into the past, and you're realizing, okay, these games are gonna come with, these are not just games, these are concepts. They're gonna come with mistakes. They're gonna come with fuck ups because they're all figuring out how to do this at the same time. Like if I was to go back to GTA 3 now, I'd go, oh, this is so fucking clunky. I don't like this. Or, take your pick, whatever your favorite game series is. Go back to its
Like,
first iteration, and you'll find
yeah,
something you don't like. You
like,
know?
like I can't play San Andreas. Like, I appreciate where it came from, but I was there playing it. I'm just like, because I played GTA 5 through. I'm just like, I'd rather be playing
Ah,
GTA
okay.
5 than this. That way.
See,
Because
yeah, that's really interesting because like I would have found the PS2 GTA's to be the most intuitive of them all. But again, that just goes to show that like that's the difference in like that's probably the difference in muscle memory more than anything else actually as well. So yeah, that's a very very good point. So yeah. Anyway, that's our review of Shenmue. I definitely think it definitely earns its um
place in the Gamer Museum of Fame.
yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I mean it certainly has its role to play in that respect. But yeah, certainly it's one of those games where like it definitely lives up to the kind of the billing of the cult classic, I would say. Like I can imagine that there is an awful lot of people that would enjoy just the way this game like kind of does its business. As I said, like I don't think it's one of those ones that kind of like I wouldn't want every game to be like Shenmue because that kind of takes the fun out of it in a sense. Um, but yeah, certainly it's a fascinating kind of like thought experiment in that sense of like what do you actually want in a video game to a certain respect. But yeah, there we go. So with that, then we are done with this playthrough, and as is tradition with the Sandbox Jukebox, we are now going to see what we play next on this series. So Casey, first of all, thank you all for joining me for this last leg of this playthrough. It's
Thank you
always
for
hard to
having
be the
me.
last. No, not at all. It was an absolute pleasure. Like it's always very difficult to jump in at the end of a playthrough because like you're coming in pretty much with like little to no context, um like very little in terms of like actual I don't especially when you don't know the game and you're expected to like comment on it. It can be quite difficult. So hopefully
What
it
what you
wasn't too bad
what
for you in
what
that
you just
respect.
described is pretty much adult in 101.
It's like I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Um, so, but yes, that's where we're at anyway. So that means then that we are gonna spin our wheel then to end this video. But before we do so, we have to add some entries onto the list. So, Casey, again, seeing that you're not wholly familiar with this series, I think it's only your first and second time on the channel, on this series, I should say. So all my other co-hosts and co-pilots have all offered up games for the wheel. Everything that's been kind of interpreted as open world. Some of them we have an eclectic mix this time, to be fair, from our co-hosts. So in no particular order, I think if I'm going to try this in memory, so Neil was the first up. He suggested Super Highlight for the SNES, would you believe? Dave then chipped in then with Shadowrun, which is also a SNES game, technically open world as well. Again, grand interpretations of those ones. I picked Omicron the Nomad Soul, which is a game in a kind of similar vein to Shenmue, actually. One of those kind of like, tentatively first ever sandbox games, with plus David with bonus David Bowie thrown in for good measure. Brian
Mm,
then chipped
I
in
don't know.
with yeah. Um, Brian then chipped in with Airblade, which is a kind of quick and easy arcadey open world skateboarding game. Should sounds like a lot of fun. Anna and Terry jumped in then with Armor Core and Total Overdose for their two picks. Um, if I have missed any in between, I will clarify myself in the edit. And lastly, then was Paul, who went in with Rebel Galaxy as his entry. So I have two more. So seeing that Kira was here for a brief as a time, she does get an entry, and it's definitely not nepotism, I assure you. So she did give me her choice ahead of time. So she has picked Hogwarts Legacy for her entry into
Oh,
onto the wheel.
I'm applauding that because that's a
Mm-hmm.
that's
A,
a good
a,
one.
a modern classic, if you will. So yeah. So then, Casey, now your fun decision now is to figure out what do you want on the wheel.
I am literally torn between two,
Okay.
and one of my choices is obviously going to be Breath of the Wild.
That would definitely qualify. It absolutely would.
Um, but me other my because what just following on what Neil and Dave said,
Okay.
I'm gonna actually no, not Breath of the Wild. I'm going to put forward Chrono Trigger for the N64 for the Super Nintendo.
Chrono Trigger. Ooh.
If that qualifies as open world, I'm not sure.
Hmm. I'm trying to figure out now. Would I qualify that as open world? Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
ooh,
Do you
not
know what?
sure. It's
Do you know what? I'm going to count it. I'm going to count Chrono Trigger because when you do kind of work it out, like like a 2D, like like I'm counting Super Highlight as open world. That's my preference. It has an overworld map. It you do go wherever the fuck you want. The plot will kick in whenever it does. Yeah, that that qualifies in my book. So yeah, I'm going for I will join you with that, Casey. I'm going with Chrono Trigger on that one.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So So now then, we with that in mind, we now are gonna throw in a couple of other sandbox series entries. So what happens here is we get some generic sandbox games to throw into the mix as well to pad things out. So these are all from like your kind of stereotypical sandbox game series that could very well show up as well. So we could get a case of sequelitis here. We may not. Not guaranteed anything in this life. So let's see what we get first. So our first random pick is interesting. Uh, Yakuza is a potential candidate. And again, just in case you're wondering, if we're doing a series here, we start off with the first game, and if you've already played it, we move on to its sequel, just in case you're curious. Mafia is also a possible candidate as well. Um, Crackdown 2 is on the wheel as well. Um, yes, indeed. Oh, this is interesting. Horizon Zero Dawn is on the wheel.
fuck yeah! Oh no, that's bad, Jake, for not thinking about that. But fuck yes, that's a
Assass-
great game.
Assassin's Creed, the first game, is on the wheel.
Oh,
And now Just Cause is now on the wheel as well. So that's all we're gonna fit on this wheel. It's a busy one
that's
as
a
it is.
stacked wheel.
That is a stacked wheel, absolutely. So We're going to take a little cut here, and then when we come back, we're going to spin the wheel. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, what you see, hopefully you will see in front of you, is our Sandbox Jukebox wheel. So, as I just mentioned, there are 15 games on this wheel, and one of them is going to be our next playthrough on this series. Um, our lovely people over the last few months who have joined me for this adventure on in Shenmue have all contributed, and of course we have some random picks just for good measure. So I'm going to spin this wheel, and we're going to see what plays out. Now, because me and Casey got to the end of this, we are both entitled to a veto. So if Casey doesn't like the cut of one of the game's jibs, we can re-roll. And if I don't like the cut of the jib, I also get to re-roll as well. So let's see what the wheel gives us. What are you hoping for, Casey? Are you hoping for for a Chrono Trigger, or have you got a few ones you fancy?
Oh, Chrono, Hogwarts, or Horizon.
Okay. Well, let's see if the wheel is gonna bless us on this day. Hogwarts Legacy.
Fuck yes. Cue
I
the
think
music.
we.
I put a spell on you.
It was very tight there between that and Just Cause, but Hogwarts Legacy is the winner. It is exactly what we're going to be playing next in the Sandbox Jukebox, and it absolutely 100% qualifies as a sandbox. So that is what to look forward to next on the Sandbox Jukebox series. And fair to say, despite J.K. Rowling's absolute shithousery and the black mold huffing into her lungs with every passing day, we are not going to be short on co-hosts for Hogwarts Legacy, I can assure you. So when we come back on the channel with Sandbox Jukebox, we're going to Hogwarts, lads. Here we,
You
here
Hufflepuff,
we,
Hufflepuff.
here we
Hmm?
fucking go. All
You,
right,
you,
good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
fucking you. Peace out.